You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. Ed Orgeron's meeting with the media, or maybe he might have just wrapped up here after practice. Ed Orgeron did say that Micah Baskerville will be a game-time decision, so you could see a new body there at linebacker. Wilson Alexander tweeted, though, about the quarterbacks. Garrett Nussmeier will take the redshirt year. He will not play in the next 2 games. Matt O'Dowd is now LSU's backup quarterback. So should something happen to Max Johnson, Matt O'Dowd would play at quarterback for LSU. No word on what an emergency quarterback situation would be. But O'Dowd, if you're not familiar, we talked about him when he committed to LSU. He is a walk-on. But Matt O'Dowd was a 2-star recruit out of the state of Florida. He went to Stoneman Douglas, which is the same school, if I'm not mistaken, that Sean Ochinko went to. And he's from Pompano Beach, which is where Patrick Peterson is from. So a lot of ties down to that area. But he was a 2-star recruit coming out of Stoneman Douglas, 6'2", 204-pounder. He's a freshman, so he's a freshman walk-on. And if something should happen to Max Johnson, Matt O'Dowd would be the quarterback for LSU over the final 2 games of the season with ULM this weekend, and then Texas A&M in the regular season finale a week from Saturday. This just reinforces exactly what I said about playing Nussmeier last week. You could certainly argue that Max Johnson hadn't played well enough to warrant keeping the job and not being pushed, but I also don't think Garrett Nussmeier had done anything to warrant getting the opportunity. They gave it to him anyway, and it cost LSU a game. I'm not going to say LSU lost because of Garrett Nussmeier, but I do believe that LSU would have won that game had Max Johnson continued playing. There's no way to definitively say that, I understand, but the turnovers cost LSU, and those are turnovers that we have a large enough sample size to say that Max Johnson wouldn't have made. I gave you the comp in 2017. Ed Orgeron knew in 2017 there was so much pressure on him because there was a lot of people who didn't want him to have that job. And he had to win games. And when they lost to Troy, the pressure got ramped up and the heat got ramped up dramatically. And they stopped playing Miles Brennan the remainder of the season, even though Matt Canada wanted Brennan because Brennan had a better skill set than Danny Etling. But Orgeron said, I have to play the guy that is going to run this offense and not make mistakes and not throw it to the wrong team so I can win games and keep my job. And so he played Danny Etling that season, even though Brennan certainly had the higher ceiling. And you flip it on its head to this past weekend, it was the exact opposite decision. Ed Orgeron wasn't coaching for his job. He was just seeing if Nussmeier could play because he didn't have anything to lose. He's already been fired. It's cost him a game and likely cost LSU an opportunity to bowl game. So, but anyway, Nussmeier will take the red shirt. He will not play the remainder of 2 games. It'll be Max, and then Matt O'Dowd will be the backup here for the Tigers the rest of the way. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.